HMIT, sir, we come back to you once again. Sir, you want to make entrepreneurship a statewide aspiration. So how can we ensure that cohorts like women, rural entrepreneurs, MSMEs, students, the mission reaches all of them? That is one. The second one, sir, we have a lot of investors, students, innovators watching us today. So what is the signal that AP wants to send out to them?
I'm getting all the tough questions. No, I think, to be honest, well, I'll answer your questions, but I think the entrepreneurs in the room, first thing you need to realize is you need to have fire in your belly. Please understand that. There is an example for us, that is our Chief Minister. Just look at his journey. What was Hyderabad in 94? Nothing. He took a barren land. He got L&T to build a round building called now Cyber Tower. Then he managed to steal Bill Gates out of a cocktail networking dinner, pitched Hyderabad, got them to do their center. ISB was coming up in Maharashtra. He hijacked the flight that was going to Tamil Nadu, Madras back then, to Hyderabad, served breakfast with his own hands to all the who's who of India to get ISB to Hyderabad. Let's look at what is he doing now. The quantum mission that's getting created in Amravati. When he first called me and he said, "Yaar, I want to do this quantum thing," I'm like, what is he even talking about? So I went to ChatGPT. I said, ChatGPT, give me a 2-page note on what is quantum, what is the ecosystem, what does it mean? But please understand that he didn't leave it there, right? He follows up, the persistence, perseverance. So why am I sharing this with you is entrepreneurs here, you need to understand that there will be 99 naysayers. It won't happen. Why are you wasting your time? But it takes that 1 second every morning to say, no, I'll go get it done. And I'm sure Rajesh will agree with me on this. I'm sure, family members themselves will agree. నీకు ఎందుకురా భయ్ అన్నీ నువ్వు హాయిగా ఉద్యోగం తీసుకో నీకు మంచి డబ్బులు వస్తాయి కానీ ఐఐటీకి ఎందుకు పంపించారు డబ్బులు దండగా నీ పైనని దీస్ ఆర్ ద క్వశ్చన్స్ దట్ వి గెట్ ఆస్క్డ్ బట్ దట్ ఫైర్ ఇన్ ద బెల్లీ is what all of you need to have. You need to drive, you need to be patient, you need to be persistent. Coming back to the question that is asked here, right? I think there's a lot of work that we need to do. So, as Datri is heading RTIH as in 2 young ministers, relatively young, I have a lot more grey beard, but relatively young ministers, we have to look very inward looking. With all the panelists here, we need to sit, we need to work, we need to analyze, we need to introspect the changes that we need to bring. Let's accept one fact. It is not easy to do business in India. Let's accept the reality. While every one of us is trying to, top the ease of doing EODB or now Andhra May speed of doing business, let's accept fact that it is not easy to do business in India. But what I'm promising to every entrepreneur in this room is Andhra is a platform willing to change. We are here, we are willing to look at every regulation, law to make your lives easy, to really deliver in spirit on the ease of doing business. We spoke about, logistics in the village. We spoke about the artisan who wants to supply their product to the US, or to the grandmom who's making pickles at an industrial scale and sending it to Europe, or the households making tapes from Kaja and trying to send it all the way to Southeast Asia or even to Australia. Logistics matter. Certification matters. So this is where the entire ecosystem sort of comes together. And that's exactly what I'm looking forward to working with, all the leaders here. Because you've gone through it, right? You've been through it. You understand. The wealth of knowledge that's here on this dais is not there in the big fives, with all due respect to them. Because you've tried, You've tested, you failed fast, you've sprung up again, you've run. You know, Satish has incubated so many amazing companies. I'm very envious in the way he's done it. So there's a lot that, you know, the companies can come and give us input on. And that's exactly what we want to do here. And that's the only way, you know, as you rightly said, the rural, someone who's made a simple, tasty sweet. That's a big business in India. 1.6 billion people. And we love our sweets. We love food. That's a big business. Millets is a big business. Right? There's such amazing ideas in rural that we can harness. But this is where I think it's very easy to say that we look at everything, we'll evaluate everything, we'll fund everything, but practically speaking, it's impossible to scale at that level. But how do you create an enabling environment that will stand the test of time and politics? So beyond the people who are sitting on this dais, right, our lifetime, they should still continue to succeed. And that requires an institutional framework. And that is what, as young ministers, we offer to the people of Andhra Pradesh. Please understand, 17 out of 25 ministers are first timers. So what we bring is raw energy, passion to change things. While I know it's not a dare to talk politics, but please understand, while the political party now has 4.5 years of legacy under its belt, but the team now that's representing is very young. The last part I would like to add is the capacity building that we're working at a governance framework. Yesterday we signed an MOU with the Singapore government, and the first point we inked is building capacity, where officers like Datri will go to Singapore, understand that what is the framework required. Yeah, we can keep changing laws, right? But then Lokesh is here today, Lokesh might not be sitting here tomorrow. How does the framework continue beyond me or beyond individuals? I'm sure Rajesh knows this, right? When you started your company, it was all about you and you, right? Everything would come to you, but then you'd bring in systems, processes, frameworks. That's exactly what states need. And only then will we thrive. And that has been the cornerstone of what we want to achieve in this term. As you will hear that we'll do, you know, there's this startup, there's that land given, this is there, that's great. But what's beyond us? The frameworks. The state should continue to thrive. The state should continue to accelerate towards the $2.4 trillion economy. Only then the Vikasit Bharat mission can be delivered. Thank you.
Thank you so much for articulating that, sir. Mr. Arora. Mr. Arora. So it is. This was note to team again. So Mr. Arora, sir, we keep saying that corporates are the partners that we have at RTIH are our real strength. How do we ensure that